Get what? Okay, good. I don't know what if anything we needed for here, but we're supposed to bring it. So thank you. Good morning, Sabre fans. Sabres just took the ice for warm-up. We got 5 minutes on the warm-up clock for our scrimmage this morning at Morrison Arena here in Orono against the Orono Spartans. It is a coach-controlled scrimmage, so we won't have an official scoreboard or timer or score sheet for that matter, but we'll keep you up to date here on the telecast here, Shakopee Hockey streaming on YouTube. Thanks for watching Shakopee Peewee here this season. Boys are just getting ready. They had a district game on Friday. Took on Edina and tied 1-1 in a goalie duo there. Both goalies for Shakopee played amazing. And Edina's goalie held us to just one goal allowed. So strong start for both teams in district play. So we're going to do another scrimmage, get these boys in line and warmed up and ready to go. And we'll see how today goes. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. There's 3.5 minutes left in warm-up. I'm just going to leave it here, and we'll be back shortly. All right, there's the buzzer. Time on the clock for warm-ups has ended. So boys are collecting their pucks. But I didn't really scan over and show Orono. They were wearing their red, white, and blue with primarily white jerseys today. So following at home, Orono in white, Shakopee in black. Once again, this is going to be coach controlled. All right, team did their pep talk chant before the game. And now they're getting ready for face-off formation. Looks like we are starting with the line of Erdahl, Lewis, and Bravo up front with Flom and Lenkeek back at D. Brody Johnson with the all-black kit in net. Looks like he's got a fresh new glove and blocker, so he's looking sharp. We can zoom in just slightly. There we go. All right, Erdahl looks to control the faceoff. He does, steals it away. He walks in. He's got Lewis, centering to Lewis. Lewis can't quite get the blade on there, so it goes wide. Orono looks to clear. They can play it off the boards. Lenkeek plays the puck and gets it over to Bravo. Bravo enters the zone. He's got support by Lewis to his right. Erdahl picks the puck up along the near boards. And now Bravo able to cycle it back down low. Played up. That is Erdahl sending it over to Bravo. Bravo just missed an empty net. Erdahl once again cycling the puck. Centered right out front. Bravo puts it home for a goal. Bravo from Erdahl at 12:03 in the first period. All right, looks like we have Johnson centering Chesbo and Esch up front with Kuiper and Violet back at D. Chesbo holds the puck and spins and sends it in after Johnson's able to tag up. And now Orono skates out with it, gets around, moved by Kuiper. Violet gets his skates in that passing lane and takes it away, pushes it to the outside. Centering attempt, cleared away by Kuiper, and Orono just threw one at the net, bounced off somebody, and got behind Johnson for an Orono goal. That at 11:32. So a quick answer by Orono after the Shakopee go-ahead goal. All right, we have Erdahl now centering Gieski and Bielke. Hopefully getting the names closer to right if you're watching at home. Gieski tried to get it up, and now Lenkeek just sends it down to the far corner. Erdahl is there. He blocks it, covering his legs against the boards. And Orono tries to skate up and around. Gets out to the point where Flom is there to meet the puck. It bounces over the stick of Flom. Gets shouldered off the puck, and now Orono skates in with it. Lenkeek all over the puck carrier, and with the support of Bielke, able to take that away. Flom battling in there. Orono just again throws it towards the net. Erdahl tried to get over to Bielke. Shot in, big leg pad save by Johnson, and Lenkeek able to clear it to the far boards. Once again, sends it in on net. Johnson doesn't like what he's seeing, drops down, covers it up for a whistle and stoppage of play. All right, we have Johnson centering now. He's got Bravo and Lewis to his left and right. Orono's able to hold the blue line. Sends it down to the near corner. And here Kuiper sends it up to Bravo. Bravo carries past the blue line. Centers over to Johnson. And now Lewis off to the races. Lewis, shot. Big glove save by Orono. He holds on tight for a whistle. Swapping out centers, so Erdahl taking this with Chesbo and Esch left and right of him. Erdahl wins it right out to Violet. Violet swings it over to Kuiper. Kuiper sends it in, loose, low. It's just off the skate of Chesbo. Can't pull it to his stick and send it in. Can't kick it in. That's not allowed. No soccer play here. Violet spins and sends it towards Chesbo. Chesbo now carries. He sends it wide of the net. Esch picks it up along the goal line, centered right to Erdahl, and now Chesbo's able to hold the line. Just gets the puck off the end of his stick. He's looking for a pass. Tried to center, but deflected off the Orono player. Sent behind the goal. Erdahl picks it up along the near board, sends it to Chesbo. Chesbo does a spinneroo and keeps with it, and goal! So that's Chesbo from Erdahl at 9:22. Puts the Sabres back up by 1. Johnson, Bielke, and Gieski. Play out front. Raised up and over the head of Johnson. And that was Johnson taking a run at it to try to get it out. And now patted ahead. That's Oliver Johnson reaching the puck first. Icing waved off. He hits it right at the goal line, so has to go behind the net. He stays with the play. Johnson has Bielke out front. Bielke gets dropped, and so Johnson throws it towards the net, gets pushed away. Gieski came in off sides. Coach controlled, so they just let it play. Orono dumps it deep. And first to the puck is Flom. He's got time as Orono had retreated some. Flom sends it out, but hit a player from Orono. And now they're stuck in the zone for just a moment longer. Lenkeek loses his stick in the jersey or breezers of an Orono player. And now Bielke dumps it behind the net as the puck hits the near boards and just squirts out. Flom able to throw it back into the zone. Lewis stays with the play, gets knocked down to his knees. He dumps it deep. Smart play. Allows the Sabres to finish changing as we've got mostly fresh legs on there. Lewis hit hard on his numbers. Ref would have blown that whistle. Flom walks it in, sends it to Erdahl, who was waiting out front. He tried to tap it in, but tapped it just wide. Sent out to the point now. Kuiper all alone at the blue line as the D was changing. Kuiper didn't see Flom had gone off for a change. Looked to go D to D, and instead goes the other way. Kisaki. All right. Thank you for the folks at home. That helps, especially with the emoji. Johnson with a big save right there. 6:53 remains in this first period. Coach controlled scrimmage against Orono. Kisaki. All I got to think about is that emoji now. All right. We have Erdahl taking the face-off. We have Bravo and Lewis flanking him left and right. And that was able to be poked and deflected just wide. Erdahl skates hard, couldn't quite get there. Spin and, oh, Johnson looked to cover as it came in towards the net. Went right under the glove. Fresh leather there, so it's not quite form fit. Lewis skates past the blue line. He's got Erdahl to his left. Lewis in, shot. Big save by Orono's goaltender. Their defense wraps it around to the near boards. Kuiper meets and stops the puck from exiting the zone. Erdahl throws it back behind the net. Lewis had retreated over towards the front of the net, so no forward there to hold. Violet quickly skates over to the blue line, able to hold his own at least for a short time. And now Kuiper battling Orono. Oh, 2 huge saves by Johnson. And Shakopee able to clear it out of the slot, sent back in but wide. And now Erdahl goes after the puck carrier, and Shakopee's able to retreat from Kuiper to Bravo. Orono able to hold his own again. Sends it just down deep. Orono first to the puck, and Kuiper steals that away. We have Erdahl centering to Bravo. He's going for a change. Bravo marches in. Bravo's got Esch on his side. Esch is there. Backhand. Oh, just gets deflected off a defensive skate. And now Johnson battling, holding the zone at least for a moment. And now Orono skates out. Flom bats it off the stick, and Johnson picks it up right at the neutral zone. Flom picks it up now. He's going to march ahead. He's got 4 wide for the Sabres. Flom brings it in wide. He's on his backhand. Looks to center. Centers gets broken up by Orono. And now Orono clears out of the zone and sends it a long way down. Johnson makes a stick play, sends it to Lenkeek. Lenkeek forwards it up to Chesbo. Chesbo picks the puck up right by a face-off dot and now goes wide in. He's got Johnson and Giseki. I love that emoji. That was the best thing ever for helping me learn how to say a name. Orono back and forth. Trips. One Orono player tripped, another right there in neutral ice. Esch loses the puck in his feet, spun around looking for it. Puck stayed still while Esch did a spin. Now he's back into play. He centers it towards the blue line. Orono's able to hold his own. Flom pressuring the player, and that is Lenkeek clearing it out in front of Johnson. Oh, 3 Orono players deep. Shakopee lived to see another day after that one. Batted up and not quite out. Oh, it did get out. Chesbo was able to get it past the blue line. So we have an offsides whistle, 3:26. That was an extended play without a whistle there. Shakopee holding the early lead, 2-1 over the Orono Spartans here at Morrison Arena. Erdahl, Bielke, and Giseki. I said it right. Erdahl wins it back. Violet was just in a little bit, so couldn't pick it up. He picks it up now. Did a swing and a miss on that, and now gets it up to Giseki. Giseki off to the races. He's got Bielke with him. Bielke waited, and now he picks it up, and now Giseki, Bielke, backhanded shot in. It's loose, still loose. Erdahl tried to center over to somebody on the far side, but there was nobody home. Erdahl picks the play up. He throws it back down deep once again. Just crossed the 3 minutes left in the first period time frame here. That's Violet holding the line, and now the puck jumps over his stick and gets out. And Orono dumps it down deep. Icing waved off as it was tipped. Giseki sends it over towards Violet. Violet gets it stuck along him in the body of the boards. And now Erdahl gets over to Bielke. Bielke taps it, so no icing. Bielke catches up to it. If he can backhand it over to Erdahl, he's waiting right out front. Oh, Bielke found the boards and ran into him. Picked up nicely by Erdahl. Erdahl just lost the puck as he went for the shot. Kuiper battling hard. And Orono just barely clears it out. Kuiper picks it up again. Kuiper dumps it deep. There's a couple Sabres going for a change as Sabres go to work down in the offensive zone. Orono threw it up high and over, and it's wobbling, so it's going to die before icing can go. Kuiper, the first to the puck. He's got 2 Orono skaters trailing him, and they're able to steal it away from behind. Bravo picks the puck up behind the goal line. Sends it up to Lewis. Lewis has Johnson, and Johnson, as the Orono defense went for a change, hit the iron of the crossbar. He had the goaltender beat and missed it by millimeters. Great read from that pass over to Johnson. Lenke gets thrown into the boards. And now Bravo picks the puck up once again. Bravo, centering pass, is out of the zone, no whistle. And now Bravo just picks that back up. So we have Bravo and Lewis, 2-on-1. Bravo steps around, shot, gets blocked and up over the net. Good hard shot on net, just a teeny bit higher, got deflected up high. Flom is able to hold the line, sends it in, and that goes to Bravo. Bravo, just shoots it wide. Sorry, that was not on camera. All right, push back out to Flom again. Flom just sends it along the boards, back down deep. 22 seconds remain in this opening frame. And now right in front of the benches, Bravo picks it up, reverses it the other way. Lewis has 10 seconds and 2 defense in his way from getting one more goal up. Flom picks it up. Oh, Flom just missed it. He was going in for a late goal. Flom, shoot! Oh, Flom tried to march in. And as the horn went, play expired in this first period. So we got 1 minute on the clock for intermission, and we'll be back with second period action as your Sabres take a 2-1 lead into the second period.
Little Caesars changed the Hot and Ready Classic and added 33% more pepperoni, which makes it 133% better pizza than before. I don't know, math is hard. It's really good. Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza.
Little Caesars changed...
All right, we're back. Coach is giving a little bit of coaching here with 17 seconds left in the intermission. Both teams looking well rested and feet under them. No one's tripped over blue lines this morning, so hopefully the edges are sharp on their blades. All right, we are back underway. All right, play, and Johnson just drops down and covers up as one trickled towards the paint. All right, so 3 forwards going off, 3 fresh forwards out there. We have Johnson centering with Giesecke. I love that emoji. And Bielke out there. Johnson wins it over to Bielke, and now that is Violet sending it up towards Bielke. Bielke does get it out of the zone. Coaches let the play go on. Kuiper sends it over to Bielke right in front of the Orono's bench. Johnson able to pick that up. He's got 2 Orono players in there centering. Oh, just out of the reach of Gisaki. There's somebody tripping over a blue line for Orono. And fast play here, right along the near boards. Violet bodies, able to take away the angle, and Johnson picks that up. He's got Bravo now to his rear, and Bravo cleans and finishes. So that's Bravo cleaning up the trash from Johnson, marching in with the puck. Sabres go to a 2-goal lead. Moms in the crowd cheering, bravo, bravo. All right, Lenkeek supporting and helping with Erdahl. Erdahl walks in. He's got Lewis to his center. He tried to feed over to Lewis, but there was an Orono defenseman in the way. Lewis spins around, backhands it towards the net. Just out of the reach of Bravo. Bravo picks it up, cuts in. Bravo had a nice screen shot, threw it over the net, and Lewis picks it up along the near boards. Lewis kind of gets run into right on the near boards. Sabres collapse right down on there. He's got support by Erdahl and Lenkeek. Erdahl able to throw it back down deep. Bravo tried to tap it to Erdahl, which worked. Erdahl comes out with it. He's finding some room. Erdahl sends it over to the backhand of Lewis, who was distracted by an Orono player. And so just forced to dump it down deep. Lewis now gets a shoulder rub, and Orono playing it from behind their goal line. Flom steps up, sends it. Oh, look to send it D to D to Lenkeek. Lenkeek was crossing over, looking to switch positions with Flom. And now quickly, Sabres move it back into the zone. And we are 4 wide up. Sabre collapsed on the puck. Flom, from his butt, plays it up towards Bravo. Bravo sends it down deep. This forward line looks a little bit tired. They've been out here a while. And that's a backhander by Erdahl. And there is a whistle as Orono's goaltender finally got his mitt on the puck. 10:30 remains, second period. All right, Johnson, Esch, and Chesbo up front. Violet and Kuiper back at D on this faceoff. Johnson sent it to the far boards. That's Chesbo sending it in on net. Goaltender quickly covers. We'll take 2. Sent in. That was by Violet. Hard shot. Barely missed the net on the outside. Esch quickly back to play the puck, offer support to Violet. Violet now throws it back down deep. Johnson and Chesbo go to work. Chesbo first to the puck. He looks to center. No, he's holding on to it. He's bothered by one Orono defenseman, so sends it to the near boards. Esch there to play the puck. Again, not a good exit by Orono, and so Violet sends it back down deep. Chesbo looks around, looks for a center to Esch. Kuiper now back in the play, sends it down deep into the slot. Just out of the reach of Chesbo, but Chesbo skates up to it, sends it back down deep, and Sabres continue their effort in the offensive zone. Johnson backhanded it out towards an open Violet. Violet throws it in, tipped. Oh, great tip by Chesbo. Quick whistle by the Orono ref/coach, and we will have a face-off in the offensive zone. Great shot in by the D, and a great tip right out front. Surprised the Orono goaltender, but he had his body in front of it and made the save somehow. Erdahl at the dot. Gisaki to his right, Lewis to his left. Erdahl sends it right into Lenkeek. Big shot right on to the goaltender. There was a bounce there, but Orono was the first to throw it behind the net. Bielke, oh, look to center, hit the skates of a skater and gets out. And now Orono marches out the other way. Lenkeek back. Good stick by Giesecke, and he's able to get it out of the zone, so Orono's going to have to retreat and tag up. They do and send it back down into the defensive zone for the Sabres. Lenkeek wraps it around up to Bielke right in front of the Orono bench. They are not able to get it out, bodies along the boards, and so Flom bats it up, and now Bielke hits a rolling puck, able to advance it some, but Orono picks it up as it enters the zone. Erdahl picks it up. Erdahl's got one skater in front of him. He gets around him. Erdahl, backhand, right into the basket of the Orono goaltender for a whistle and stoppage of play. 8:35 remains, second period. Johnson, Bravo, and Lewis up front. Violet, Kuiper back at D. Right now, your 5 Sabres on the ice. Kuiper sends one in, backhanded. Oh, just hit the outside post. And Bravo finishes it once again. I didn't see who had that. I think it was Johnson, threw one in, floated out in the paint, and Bravo just tapped it home again. Bravo, Bravo. That's a 4-1 lead for your Sabres here at 8:26 in the second period. Erdahl acted out. He had Chesbo to his left, but Chesbo was tied up as the puck came near him. Now a little bit of action right at the blue line, and Orono dumps it deep, goes back behind the goal line. They tried to center. Johnson gets his stick on it and sends it out and wide, and now the Sabres pick it up. That is Esch trying to bring it out of the zone. Now gets it up and out of the zone, right up to Chesbo. Chesbo picks it up along the near boards. Good back checking by Orono. Chesbo picks it up. Chesbo looking for some open ice. Up, sends it out to the point now. Kuiper, tried to tee one up. Violet forced to retreat. He wins the foot battle. Good stick lift by Violet. He plays it up off the boards, over to awaiting Erdahl. Orono quickly reverses it the other way. Great defensive play by Violet in that situation. Where's the puck? There it goes. Wrapped around deep into the zone again. Sabres go to work. Chesbo first to the puck. He's got one Orono player bothering him. We got support now from Erdahl. Chesbo wins that battle. Erdahl just out of the reach. They tried to send it back to the D. One of our 2 D was changing. Flom able to battle and not allow the puck to get into the zone. Sabres are finished changing now. Giesecke throws a hard one from the point out onto the net. Big leg pad save by the Orono goaltender. Now out to Lenkeek. Lenkeek, big high shot, played with a high stick. Goal is waved off, played with a high stick. So that will come out of the zone. Oh, actually, it's going all the way down. And with that, 6:33 remains in the second period. So we're going to have a goaltender switch. The black pads of Brody Johnson held the Sabres strong to just 1 goal allowed. So now we have Lincoln Anderson with the all-white pads coming in to net for the remainder of the game. Puck was out of the zone. Refs let it play. Or coaches, I guess. Giesecke sends it over to the far boards. He finds Bielke. Bielke, smart play, taps it up and around. And now we have Johnson and Giesecke marching in. Orono broke that up just a little bit. That's Johnson with the puck still. Johnson, just throws one right at the net. Bielke was there to tap it home if it got to him, but it didn't quite get up to his stick. Orono finds some open ice, sends it out of the zone. Picked up by Lenkeek now. Lenkeek goes D to D to Flom. Flom headmans it. Oh, tried to connect with Gisaki, but instead hit an Orono stick and stays deep in the Orono zone. Johnson, strong play on the puck, keeps it deep in the zone. Bravo now swaps sides and chases it down deep. Played off the near corner, dumps it back down deep. Bravo just keeps passing it up ahead. He's got one Orono player just sticking with him. And now that's Lewis, fresh on the ice, picks it up. Centers to Johnson. Oh, the puck just hopped right over his stick. And Lenkeek had shifted towards the center of the ice with that play, and so was not able to catch up to it before it hit the blue line. Flom headmans it up to Erdahl. Erdahl marches in. Oh, shot, big leg pad save, and then Erdahl loses an edge. Erdahl sends it right out to one-timing Lewis, who can't connect. Flom sends one in, deflected by Erdahl, just barely misses the net. And now the puck trickles up and out of the zone. Lewis, good back checking, able to steal that puck away. He goes rink wide over to Bravo. Bravo on his backhand has Erdahl centering. Erdahl was also on his backhand, just tried to deflect and tap one in. Bravo once again sends one to Lewis. Lewis throws one right at the Tendy, and the Tendy holds on for a big save. 4:15 second period remains. All right, Johnson at the dot has Chesbo and Esch left and right of him. Violet and Kuiper back at D. That's Chesbo sending it back to Violet. Violet throwing it in on towards the net, but Orono quickly able to get it up and out. Kuiper back to first to pick the puck up. Anderson was there ready to cover if need be. And now this is Johnson skating around one Orono player, and now Chesbo can't go gadget his arms any longer. Tried to pick it up, but the puck or the ice is a little bit dirty, so the puck's slowing up. All right, here's Chesbo picking the puck up, just gets it poked off his stick. And that is Kuiper holding the line. And now Johnson getting his feet in there to hold it once again. Orono finds the opening, sends it all the way down the length of the ice for icing. The time of that whistle, 3:18. Erdahl, Gisaki, and Bielke up front. Lenkeek and Flom back at D. Erdahl wins it to Lenkeek. Lenkeek on his backhand just kind of dumps it deep. Bielke picks it up off the far boards. Flom steps up now into the play. Flom was met with another stick as he looked to shoot towards the net. Sabres able to dump it back down deep in the zone. Erdahl from the near corner has the puck deflected off his stick for a moment. And now Bielke gets dumped right in front of the net as Orono skates out with it. Thanks to the help of Coach Erdahl / ref, puck stopped right at the red line, so it slowed up the entry of Orono into the zone. Erdahl, player, battles, spins, dumps it deep, and the Sabres go to work. Played up and to the point. Flom has it. Flom, hard shot. Misses the net by a few inches, but a good hard low shot that could deflect anywhere. We like to see those things, just hopefully on net. Puck comes all the way down in the zone. Flom and Lenkeek both there, along with a Orono player. And picking it out of all of the legs is Erdahl, who finds Bravo on the far side. Bravo now on his backhand, looks to return the favor to Erdahl. and Erdahl couldn't get the puck before Orono deflected it. Flom sends one in on net. Again, just a little bit wide. We'll have to take the measurements and see if the net's put in the right spot because he's missing it a couple inches wide each time. All right, out to Lenkeek. Lenkeek just passes it over to Lewis. Lewis spins and throws one towards the net. Now out to Flom. Flom, from a different angle, sends one in. That one was on net. Leg pad save by the Orono goaltender. And now Orono has numbers going the other way. Flom battling, slows up the progression for Orono. And now they do get in. Lenkeek back. He handles the puck carrier well and keeps it on the outside. There's Bravo to help, and he finds Lewis. Lewis has Johnson ahead as Orono was going to change. Johnson touched it, so icing is waved off. Johnson battling, gets tied up. Johnson looks to center, loose right up front. Lewis, shot, goal! Lewis from Johnson at 58 seconds remaining in the second period. Put the Sabres up 5-0, or 5-1, I'm sorry. That's Erdahl winning it back to Violet. Violet sends it over to his D partner, Kuiper. Kuiper right up to Chesbo. Chesbo backs it ahead and goes to work. He's got Esch and Erdahl with him. Erdahl spins around. Esch goes to center. And Orono comes out with the puck. Offsides, and there's the whistle. And as the offsides happen, that was Chesbo tripping over the blue line. So we finally have a trip over the blue line. Got to check that out. All right, 33.2 seconds remain in this second frame. Keeping the same 5 out for both teams. Erdahl won it over to Ash. Ash quickly tried to rebound it to Erdahl. And now picked up. Here's Chesbo. Gets around one. Sabres have a 3-on-1 forming. Chesbo centers right to Ash. Ash just tapped it wide. Great line play there. That's going to score goals more often than not. Violet able to hold his own right there at the blue line. And now Orono is marching out with it and tried to do a cross-ice pass as time expired. So after 2, your Sabres lead 5-1 over the Orono Spartans. We'll be back in 1 minute for third period action.
One hot and ready classic. We actually changed it with...
What? You've changed, Little Caesars. You've changed! They've changed, Balloon Bro. You've changed, Karate Man. How can you dance during a time like this? You've changed. Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza, pizza.
One.
All right, and we're back. Oh, they put 15 minutes on the clock. We must have extra ice time, or they're just going to leave it running time for this last period. Sabres throw it in offsides and whistle stoppage of play. Looks like the clock is running, so we'll have running time for this third period in the coach-led scrimmage against Orono Spartans here at Morrison Arena in Orono, Minnesota. right in front of the Spartans bench. Bouncing puck, gobbled up by the Spartans. Flom bats it off the stick carrier, or the puck carrier, and Johnson spins and dumps it down deep into the offensive zone. Bielke first to meet the puck carrier. He stops the puck, but another Orono player picks that up and tries to carry it out of the zone. We have Lenkeek and Flom back at D, backing up, and Giesecke, good strong play as Orono throws it towards the net, and Anderson follows it, makes a critical save here late in the game. Let's throw the scoreboard back up there. 5-1. Sabres lead over the Spartans. Looks like 10 fresh skaters out there for both teams. Coach Erdahl waiting to drop the puck. Does. Son Erdahl takes the face off. Bravo makes a big block. And Bravo centers to Erdahl, who steps around one. Erdahl off to the races. Shot. And that went to the back of the net. So that is Erdahl from Bravo at 13-10. Puts the Sabres up 6-1. Didn't even see that one go in. That was a hard shot. This Erdahl-Bravo combination so far has been great connecting in this game. All right, Erdahl picks it up. Now he's got Lewis right with him. Erdahl walks in. Shot. Bar down! Erdahl all alone at 12:34. Throws another digit up on the scoreboard. That's 7-1 Sabres over the Spartans. All right. Sabres doing a full change. Johnson up front with Chesbo and Esch. Lenkeek and Flom back at the D. Johnson held on to it now, gets it to Flom. Flom sends it to Chesbo. Chesbo has Johnson and Esch waiting at the line. Flom able to hold his own, dumps it towards the way of Chesbo, and now Orono digs it out and sends it back the other way. They're carrying along. Lenkeek made the play. Lenkeek's in there. Oh! Anderson makes the save, and puck just bounces off of him out into the paint, where Orono's able to clean it up as Anderson looked to jump over to cover the empty part of the net. So Orono answers back on that bar down goal from Erdahl. Time of that goal about 11:35. Lenkeek quickly changes direction, sends it up towards Chesbo. Puck stopped somehow. I didn't see if it got deflected. Orono sends it back down deep the other way, and they'll have to go to work. Down by 5 with just 11 minutes left. Flom wraps it around the near boards. Up but not out. Now the puck is out of the zone. Orono's back on sides. Sabres just advance it down. And Esch heads up play. First to the puck. Looks to center. Oh, Chesbo just out of the reach of Chesbo. Johnson there to play. Gets it to Chesbo. Chesbo finds the empty net and goal. Sabres answer back at 10:30 remaining in the third period. That's Chesbo from Johnson in the third period. Erdahl, Bielke, and Giesecke up front. We got Violet and Kuiper back at D. Violet sends it up towards the direction of Giesecke. And now Orono tries to just dump it in. Violet says no and sends it back the other way. So they're going to just play pass back and forth, blue line to blue line. Violet is continuing with that. Orono in offsides. So we'll get a whistle stoppage of play. 9:40 remains in the third period. Erdal, Bielke, and Gisaki up front. Looks like that's the same 5 as we had out before, right? Picked up by Kuiper. Kuiper hits the blue line, tried to center up to Erdal, deflected off. Violet picks it up, hits the red line, dumps it deep. Great play. Sabres go to work with crossing the 9 minutes left of the third period. Pulled out, and Erdal tried to get it to Gisaki, and now out wide, out of the reach of Violet before it crosses the blue line. Violet waits to throw it in, but Gisaki was deep into the zone, so Sabres throw it in offsides, so we'll have a whistle stoppage of play. It looks like a full change for the Sabres. Orono's keeping the same players out there. Johnson, Bravo, and Lewis up front. Lenkeek looked to get it out, threw it in the skate of an Orono player. They were able to hold the zone, send a shot in well wide, and now Bravo picks it up, carries it out of the zone. And now Lenkeek, great play, able to just send it wide as Orono had taken it the other direction, back into the defensive zone for the Sabres. Wrapped around by Lenkeek to Bravo. Bravo kicks it up off the wall over to Lewis. Lewis has Johnson with him. Lewis and Johnson 2-on-1. Lewis centered right into Johnson. Johnson deflected it towards the net, but Orono's goaltender was down on his leg pads and made an easy save. Erdal at the dot, wins it over towards Esch. Lenkeek able to hold his own. He flips it up to Esch. Esch spins, turns, just misses the net, and comes around. Chesbo picks it up along the near boards. He's got 3 Orono Spartans all around him, and they look to come out of the zone. They're able to get a clearing pass. Lenkeek back, well offsides, but spun and the other direction by Esch. Esch picks the puck up, sends it down. No icing, and Esch first to the play. And now Flom, the D-man, is down deep. And Chesbo, oh, look at, Sabres are swarming all over. Chesbo got tied up. Flom came in for a shot and just got tied up and missed it. And now Erdal cleans up the trash and gets another one in the back of the net. Time of that goal, 6:25 in the third period. Sabres were swarming. They smell blood in the water and are trying to rack up some goals. 9-2 Sabres lead, third period. Running time, 6:07 remain in the game clock. We have Johnson, Bielke, and Gisaki. Oh, Orono marching in. We had an uncovered winger, but thankfully they could not connect. And now the puck trickles outside the blue line, sent quickly back in by Orono for a whistle and offsides. So far, both teams playing clean. They haven't called a penalty on either side yet. Violet tried to get out, popped up off the boards, and Orono able to hold it. Sent in on net and goal for the Spartans. Gets one top corner on Anderson. He was in well positioned, and Jay just picked a corner. Looks like Anderson might have some new hand wear as well. His glove and blocker look pretty bright white. So we might be dealing with some new leather on both goalies for a few practices here until they break that stuff in. Erdal at the dot. He's got Lewis to his right. Lewis got tied up. Violet sends it right up to Lewis. And now Sabres go to work. Sabres have been able to answer each time Orono's put a goal on the board. Kuiper and Bravo playing along the near boards. gets it up to Lewis. Lewis stick handles and gets one right out to Bravo, and goal! That's Bravo from Lewis. Time of that goal, 4:16. Sabres get to double digits. Once again, Sabres again, quick to answer on the Orono goal just 30 seconds earlier. Erdahl, Bravo, and Lewis up front still. And Flom able to stop the progression of Orono. They hack one across ice over to the far corner, and Flom picks that up. Most of our forwards are back, so Flom is racing up. Flom's going for the puck. He gets tied up a little bit. He's got a chance to center. He puts the brakes on, looks to center to Bravo, tries to stuff one, and Orono's goaltender gets his glove down, and an Orono player and Flom get knocked down. So they are snowy down in front of the crease. Johnson at the dot, battles, gets it over to Esch. Esch tried to pull it off the boards. He's got two forwards in front of him. And now that's Lenkeek. That slows up the puck. Flom then gets it up to Chesbo. Offsides by a step. Johnson in ahead of the play as Chesbo was carrying the puck in. Johnson wins it forward, picked up by Orono's defense. And Chesbo, first there, makes Orono send it off to the boards. Esch to play it along the boards. He's got two Spartans right with him. Violet able to hold his own. He's got support from Esch. Esch spins, sends it along the far boards. Not quite deep enough. Now Violet sends it back down deep. Chesbo goes to work behind the goal. Chesbo. Orono sending a couple of players onto the puck every time we get the puck. So they're leaving somebody open if we can move the puck and make some passes quick. Esch stays with the puck carrier, forces him to dump, and Kuiper picks that up behind the goal line, taps it ahead, up to waiting Chesbo. Chesbo gets tied up, but gets the puck out of the zone. Orono gets on sides quickly. They send it rink wide over to the far boards. We have a waiting Orono player right in front of the net. Anderson reads that, drops down, and covers that puck with just a minute 12 remaining in the game. Looks like Sabres will get probably one last change here, and Spartans as well, with 1 minute left in the game. Erdahl gets it over to Flom. Flom sends it to Lenkeek. Lenkeek, bouncer, deflected off something. There's Bielke picking it up along the near boards. Oh, he looked to center, but no one was home. Oh, and Anderson went down to cover, and they got one back. And so 10-4, the score with 35 seconds remaining in the game. Anderson with some fresh leather on that glove looked to cover it up, but I don't think it's he's even double checking the ice over there. That's okay, Lincoln. That snuck by some stiff leather with just seconds remain. Let's see if Sabres can quickly do one final answer as they have all game long. Here's Erdahl walking in. He's got Giesecke right with him. Erdahl, 7 seconds remain in the game. Giesecke picks it up, throws it to his forehand, and now Erdahl has an open net, and they score! Bielke, and there's the buzzer. So with about a second and a half left, the Sabres do answer that late goal that trickled in on the Sabres. And so at the end of this fun, friendly scrimmage here at Morrison Arena, your Sabres take down the Orono Spartans 11-4 in a coach-led scrimmage here on this Sunday afternoon. We hope you enjoyed Shakopee Hockey, Shakopee Sabre Hockey here on Shakopee Hockey Streaming. Let's see when the boys' next game is. and then we'll call it a day. It looks like the next game for this team will happen on Sunday, November 2nd at 2:30 against Jefferson.